Do you want to know the secret to making perfect, delicious yogurt every time? Watch this. First thing to do is you can use however much milk you want. I make it in 3 gallons at a time. You bring your milk up to 175 degrees, stirring occasionally and taking the temperature of it, 175 degrees. Almost there. The important thing to remember is if those of you who have your own dairy cows and want raw yogurt, I'm sorry to say raw yogurt doesn't work very well. It will for a day or two, but as it sits, that lactase that's in raw milk will begin to eat the bacteria in yogurt, and the bacteria in raw milk will begin to counteract, and then it will become this gloppy, gross mess that's not worth eating. You can feed it to your chickens, to your pigs, but it's not good. If you want raw milk, drink raw milk. Or if you want that raw probiotic, that benefit, drink raw milk. If you want yogurt, you're gonna have to boil it. You're gonna have to kill off the lactase so that the probiotics that are in yogurt will actually do what they're supposed to. So now that we've got our temperature up to 175, we're going to put it into not freezing, but really cold water. We have well water, so it gets really, really cold. We're going to bring that temperature down to 113 degrees. So here we go. So here's what I have. I have a double sink. So I've got this side filling up while this side is cooling the yogurt down. We're going to drop this temperature down to 113 degrees. I know it's a strange temperature, but trust me, it has worked for our family for several years. I've been making yogurt this way for probably 5-6 years now, and it works every time, all the time, and it is absolutely delicious. It's nice and thick, and I don't add any pectin or any thickeners to it at all. So it's just milk and it's raw milk and yogurt starter. So I'll show you what I use. Now, you don't have to buy fancy yogurt starters from the companies that do that. I know there's lots of them that do that. I have done that before. And you have to use a lot of it. When I make yogurt, I make 3 gallons at a time. So what I do, kind of cheat, but I just use plain yogurt. I buy a whole milk, plain yogurt, no sugar added, nothing to it. It's got all of the live bacteria in it. I really like this brand, not getting paid by them, but I really like this brand because it's got the cream on top. So they don't take much out of it. So this is just plain yogurt, nothing else to it. This is what I use. I use about half of this container, so 2 whole cups when I make 3 cups of milk or 3 gallons of milk. So if you're making a gallon, only use like 3/4 of a cup of yogurt and it will set your whole batch. So I'm going to check my temperature here, and then I might have to change it over to the other sink. Usually I do that. I get it down to about 130 and then I swap it to the other sink. That way it drops the rest of the temperature. And then I'll show you what we do to make the most delicious yogurt ever. All right, so what I do to get the temperature down quick, you see it's already come down like 25. It was about 100, almost 180, so it's come down 30 degrees already. I just stir it, and I use a spatula so that it goes through the holes and it just kind of mixes it really well. So we're down 30 degrees already while our other sink fills up with nice cold water. And then we will go ahead and we will once we get this down to temperature, we're going to take some of it out and mix our yogurt in so it's nice and incorporated into there. All right, so I switched sides of the sink and we are down to, let's see, I like to spin it around. just to kind of mix it up a little bit. All right. We're almost there, 126-ish. So we're just going to keep stirring. We've got another 13 degrees to go, and I will take some milk out of this and mix it with our yogurt. All right, we're at 113 degrees, so we're going to take out some of our milk and put it in another jar. I'll show you what we do. All right, so we're going to open up our yogurt. Just took it out of the refrigerator a few minutes ago. All right, so you can see there's that cream on top. Oh, that's such good stuff. So we're going to add that in there. We don't want to lose that. We're going to add half of this container. That delicious yogurt. This is what our yogurt will look like when we're done. Nice and thick with no added anything. All right, there we go. There's half, about, might be a little bit more, a little bit less. I don't measure exactly. So then we're going to move our pot here over. And I've got a clean cup here that I always use for yogurt. We're just going to go ahead and pour this straight in there. And I'm going to put the top back on here, and I'm just going to give it a good shake. All right, now this yogurt has been mixed up. Take our spoon here just to check. Yep, it is completely incorporated. And what I'll do here is, you probably can't see that. Oh, you can a little bit. Okay, I'll just turn it real quick here. I'm just gonna pour this over the spoon. See how there's not very many clumps? Oh, there's some, but that's okay. We're gonna just mix those right in there. We're going to give this a good stir just to incorporate all of that yogurt. All right, now you see our clean jars over here. What we're going to do is we're going to take our funnel, and then we'll take our mug here. Let me bring this a little bit closer. Oop. There we go. I'll take this and I will mix it every time I go to get a fill for my jar. So one of these equals 1 quart here. And then we'll take this, and we got a lid, or yep, a lid and a ring. And we will just put this on very loosely. You can see it's not tight at all. We want this to have some kind of air release, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this over on our cookie sheet, and I'll show you what I've got set up over there. So what I have here is a really large cookie sheet. This fits our whole oven. Underneath, I have just a terry cloth towel, and then an old heating pad. These old ones that don't have the shut off after an hour. If you can find one, savor it or keep a hold of it, because it is a gem. You don't want to lose that. And then a pizza stone. And then this keeps the heat off of the ceramic tile, because if it gets hot, it could crack. So I kind of keep an air gap underneath, but the stone is definitely rated for the heat. So we put this over here like so. Put our cookie sheet on top, plug it in, and then I put this on medium. Okay, so then we just put our yogurt jars, couldn't think of what I was saying, yogurt jars here in the center, and then we cover it with a towel. I'll show you what it looks like when we've got it done. All right, here they are, all snug as a bug in a rug. We'll keep this way for 12 hours. And it makes the best tasting, delicious yogurt I've ever had. and I've had a lot of different yogurts, but this, there's no straining, there's no adding any pectin, there's no adding any kind of thickeners. This comes out just beautifully thick and delicious. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it, not enjoyed it, enjoy it. All right, to round out the video on homemade yogurt, I hope you enjoyed it. It's super easy to do. You can make super healthy, delicious yogurt, not all the stuff that's filled with chemicals and sugar and garbage. You can make this yourself at home, super easy. Now, when these are done, so in the morning, because it'll be about 12 hours, it'll be a little bit longer, I will put these, I'll just screw these lids on tight and I will stick them in the refrigerator. And I have had yogurt last for over a month, if not longer. It doesn't last that long in our house. That's the only problem. So these, I think there were 13 quarts of yogurt here. These will last us maybe 3 weeks, because everybody in the house uses it. I put it in Grace's food. It's super helpful, super healthy and healthful for you, for your gut. And yeah, you guys know, if you're making yogurt, you're watching this video, you know what the benefits of yogurt are. So that said, I hope you try it. Find out that it's super easy to do. There's no straining, no adding any stupid chemicals to it. It's just milk and yogurt. Just that's it. That's all it is. So I'm Krista. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. It truly helps our family out. Well, again, I'm Krista. You have a blessed and amazing day.